Hi guys, it's me again, May Miranda. And in today's video, we will talk about the additional requirements that you can submit in order for you to have higher chances of acquiring the visa. In my previous videos po, I have stated there the basic requirements that you can submit in applying the visa. But if your first time to travel abroad and if it's your first time to apply for a visa, I would highly recommend that you make a cover letter. But before anything else po, if you haven't subscribed yet in my channel, please do hit the subscribe button and also don't forget to include the notification bell to get updates on my next video. So, let's start! So what is a cover letter and why is it very important? A cover letter, guys, it is a letter that we applicants write explaining to the embassy thoroughly why we are applying for the visa, what is the purpose of our travel, and why you are trustworthy to be given the visa. Nowadays kasi, when you apply for the visa, for tourist visa, visit visa, and a short-term study visa or yung language visa, which is not more than 90 days, you will submit your application through a third-party agency, which is VFS Makati for Switzerland. So you will not be able to explain to them why do you have this document and that uuwi ka talaga na Pinas after ma-expire yung visa mo. It's just not Filipinos but all nationalities are illegally staying sa Europe or all over the world. Yun yung ina-avoid ng embassy. Through the cover letter with the attachment, dun din nagbe-base yung decision ng embassy whether to give you the visa or not. Or what should a cover letter contain? Like any other letter, the first part that you should do is to introduce yourself. For example, I, May Miranda, Filipino citizen, with a passport number, tapos residing in which place, ganon-ganon, i-indicate mo siya. Yun yung first part. And then, the next part, it should contain the purpose of your travel and which visa you're applying. For example, I'm applying for a visit visa to which country for a number of days stay. And also, you can also state there na yung reason nyo. For example, kasi if visit mo si boyfriend, especially now that nag-meet na kayo, tapos it's your turn naman to meet them and their family. Or, pwede mo ding state doon na i-visit mo yung relatives mo. And if you say this, relatives or boyfriend, of course, you also need to attach corresponding proof of relationship. It could be pictures or it could be birth certificate. Basta na-state doon yung relationship nyo with the person that you're visiting. Pero if tourist naman, purely tourism, syempre, you will not state there na you will visit this and that kasi hindi na siya clear. It's either visit or tourist visa or study or language visa lang. And after that, if na-state mo na yun, you can also prove to them your source of funds or show them your source of funds. Paano mo i-finance yung travel mo? It could be self-financed or self-funds. Dito nalalabas yung employment mo, yung proof of ties mo sa employment here in the Philippines, or there in the Philippines. Your certificate of employment and also leave of absence, yung payslip mo, 6 months payslip pwede mo din yung include. Tapos sa letter, you should state there that I am working with which company as a, let's say I'm working with Globe Telecommunications as a manager for how many years. Normally, if you are working for a company, let's say 1 year, 2 years, I highly suggest na mas maganda siya i-state kasi syempre nakasettle ka na dun matagal ka na dun. So, mas maganda siyang proof of ties yung employment. And after that, if you're not employed naman, let's just say if you're a student, you can have proof of enrollment. Tapos, as a student naman kasi not all has the capacity to finance themselves. So, it could be like financed by their parents. Pwede din si parents magsumulat ng letter of consent na allowed si student na mag-travel to this duration of days. Tapos, syempre, if parents nyo mag-sponsor sa inyo, i-show mo din doon yung name ng parents mo, tapos saan kinuha yung work nila, or if they own a company, with an attachment of like birth certificate, tapos payslips, or yung bank certificate and bank statement ng sponsor mo or yung parent mo. As well as the same thing if you're sponsored with a family, auntie mo, sister mo, dapat state mo doon kung sino yung magsa-sponsor, tapos yung relationship mo sa sponsor, tapos i-state mo din or i-attach mo yung proof of relationship, birth certificate, and always don't forget, kung may mention ka sa letter na sponsor, dapat andun yung proof of relationship, andun din yung source of funds as an attachment. If you have a business naman, pwede mo din i-state doon na galing sa business income mo, yung funds mo, tapos syempre, kasi state mo yung business mo, dapat may attachment ka din na business permit, tapos yung mga income mo, in and out. Oo nga pala, if you are like, yung mga freelancers, pwede mo din state doon na proof of funds mo yung work as a freelancer, tapos yung mga payment transactions through PayPal or through bank, pwede mo yung i-attach as proof of funds. So, the next one will be the proof na uuwi ka talaga ng Pinas, which is the most important one, the intent na you will return to your home country. In this part, you can explain to them the reasons why you will not stay in Europe longer, you will not overstay kasi nga you have some assets in the Philippines or you have families to return to. Under assets, you can use your land title or yung deeds na properties, and also if may motor ka or you have a car, yung mga or CR, pwede mo include na under your name. Ano pa ba? If you have a business, pwede din yun, yung business permit. If you have kasi ngayon uso na yung mga condominiums, mga flat. If you have rental contract, you can include that na uuwi ka talaga ng Pinas. Ano pa ba? You can also, if you have dependents, for example, your senior citizen parents, you can include them, the reason kung bakit ka uuwi, kasi you have a family to return to. Senior citizen ID, tapos state mo doon na yung parents mo, ikaw lang yung inaasahan, and if they have medical condition, pwede mo din i-state doon na si parents mo, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. Dapat whatever you say has corresponding attachment or proof na meron ka talagang ganyan, may parents ka na nag-depend sa inyo, may properties ka, dapat legit na documents yung i-attach mo. And if you have kids, you can also include the birth certificate ng anak mo na babalikan mo after kang mag-travel, or yung husband mo, yung marriage certificate, pwede mo din yung gawing proof of ties. You can also state there the documents that are attached together with the cover letter. So far, if you have at least 3 of those documents that I mentioned, you have higher chances of getting the visa. Pero if wala ka namang ma-prove na proof of ties sa Pinas, yun nga, everything, all the decision will be up to the embassy. If wala namang proof of ties sa Pinas, also, I think yung isang point din na nakaka-grant din talaga ng visa is yung invitation letter ng partner. And yes guys, visa application, it's not easy. It's a lot to take in, especially sa mga first-timers. And I'm happy to announce that I am now offering visa services to you guys. If you need help, if you want to save time and also avoid the hassle in preparing the documents, you can send me a message in my Facebook page and we can talk about it. Thank you guys! I hope you get the visa!